War and Peace. In the grand halls of Moscow and St. Petersburg, the world was on the brink of change. It was 1805, and Napoleon's shadow stretched across Europe. Amidst the chaos of war and the elegance of Russian aristocracy, a handful of lives intertwined, each searching for meaning in love, honor, and destiny. Pierre Bezukhov, the awkward son of a wealthy count, inherited vast fortune and the burden of purpose. Thoughtful yet lost, he longed to understand life beyond wealth and vanity. His friend, Prince Andrei Bolkonsky, a man of intellect and pride, sought glory in battle, to escape the emptiness of society and the grief of his wife's death. And then there was Natasha Rostova, young, vibrant, full of life. Her laughter could brighten rooms, and her heart, untamed, yearned for love as vast as the sky. Together they stood at the heart of a nation torn between elegance and destruction. War erupted. Russia marched to confront Napoleon. Andrei left for the battlefield, seeking valor. Pierre, though untrained, joined too, believing that courage would reveal truth. The fields of Austerlitz became their crucible. Amid smoke and screams, Andrei fell wounded, staring up at the infinite sky. How peaceful, how beautiful, he thought, as he realized the vanity of war. For the first time, he saw life's fragility and felt small beneath eternity. Pierre returned home changed, restless, haunted. He joined secret societies, sought meaning in Freemasonry, in faith, in love. Yet every answer led to more questions. Why do men kill? Why do we suffer? He asked, wandering the streets as the snow fell silently upon Moscow. Meanwhile, Natasha grew into a woman, passionate, impulsive. She fell in love with Andrei when he returned, weary but tender. Their love was pure, a promise of peace amid chaos. But fate intervened. While Andrei sought his father's blessing, Natasha met the charming Anatol Kuragin, a man of deception. Enchanted by his words, she nearly ran away. But the truth emerged. Shamed and heartbroken, she sank into despair. Pierre found her then, not as a lover, but as a friend. He saw her pain and, in her innocence, rediscovered compassion. Though his heart loved her quietly, he said nothing. He knew time would bring them both to understanding. In 1812, Napoleon invaded Russia. Moscow burned. The people fled as the city turned to ash. Pierre, driven by confusion and rage, stayed behind, hoping to confront Napoleon himself. Instead, he was captured, imprisoned among peasants and soldiers. There, stripped of status and pride, he found peace. Watching a fellow prisoner sing softly under the stars, Pierre realized that life's meaning lay not in conquest or wealth, but in love. Simple, eternal, human love. On the battlefield, Andrei returned once more to war. A cannon blast struck him down. As he lay dying, he forgave Natasha, his heart open and serene. When she came to his bedside, he smiled faintly, whispering, "Love alone is real." And then he was gone. The war ended. Napoleon retreated. The snow covered the scars of battle. Pierre, freed from captivity, returned to Moscow, reborn. He sought Natasha again, not with grand gestures, but with quiet truth. She, softened by sorrow, found in him what she had always searched for, not passion, but peace. They married and built a life of gentleness, surrounded by family and laughter. And in their simple days, they discovered the philosophy Tolstoy himself cherished, that greatness is not in power or glory, but in goodness, in forgiveness, in the soul's quiet courage. As years passed, Pierre walked often by the river, remembering the friends and lives lost to history. He understood now that history itself was not written by kings or generals, but by the hearts of ordinary men and women who loved, suffered, and endured. War had taught him the value of peace, and peace, the meaning of love. And so, in the great balance of fate, the lesson remained. Life is vast, unpredictable, and beautiful, and in every fleeting moment, there is eternity.